Good day, everybody, and what's up? Welcome to the podcast for Selfless Sex and She Comes First. I am Dr. Nick Myers. Today is July the 5th, 2022, and I hope you all are having a great day out there. And no major news this week. Things are pretty much status quo, but I will say this really quickly. As I am recording this podcast, apparently there is a thunderstorm parked about 5 miles away from here, and it's not moving. So from time to time, you may hear thunder in the background. Just a quick heads up. And to turn the corner, I came across an article, which is kind of shocking, but I'm not surprised. It's from The Standard, and it came out a few years ago, and it happens to discuss the top 5 things women hate that guys continually do in the bedroom. And in my opinion, some of these things should be common sense, but they're still happening. So let's talk about that today. Number 1, men are boasting about their sexual prowess before the sex act even happens. And one woman named Lucy said this. She said, "I think I'm just unlucky. Why can't some men just be humble and quiet? Show, don't tell. If you're good, I will be the first to tell you." So besides all of the boasting and the bragging, here is where the problem most likely showed up. You're sitting there telling her that you're going to do all this stuff and you're going to make her feel all freaky and she's going to have all kinds of orgasms and you're going to take her to the moon and back. You better do that because she's expecting that now. So the problem is when you don't deliver, now she's looking at you funny. Like, for example, if you said that you're going to do this, and instead of taking her to the moon and back, you took her just around the corner for some cold-ass French fries, now you have a problem. So instead of just boasting and saying what you're going to do, just do it, have a good time, don't puff your chest up or anything like that. Just focus on her pleasure, she'll focus on your pleasure, everyone's having orgasms all over the place, hopefully, and keep it moving. The second thing women really hate that guys do in the bedroom is when they really do not put forth any effort to the point where they are being sexually selfish in the bedroom. Now, from the same article, Miss Mary said this. "Yes, of course, we get turned on by pleasing you too, but it's a two-way street. We don't get turned on by just looking at you unless you are in a movie." So in other words, fellas, don't be selfish in the bedroom. If she does something to you, please feel free to return the favor to her. It's not mandatory or anything like that. It's more about being equitable with the sexual pleasure. So do you understand what I'm saying? Don't be selfish. And so when it comes to selfless sex, it's better to be selfless. The third thing that women hate about men when it comes to bedroom activities is poor hygiene. So fellas, let me say this right now. Before you even think about hopping into the bed with somebody, make sure that you are presentable. And additionally, if you have to do some yard work down there, take care of that too. From the same article, Miss Flomena said this. "Men need to know that it's important to do proper maintenance down there. Nobody wants to use a toothpick to pull out a hair because a man could not weed his tree." She said that, not me. So if you have to do some grooming, take care of that too. Because in many cases, you can't see the tree through the forest. So yes, if you gotta take a shower, take a shower. You gotta take a bath, take a bath. Need some soap, get some soap. If you have bad breath, like you just had like an onion sandwich for lunch or something like that, get some scope up in there, brush those teeth. Go to a dentist, that's very important too. That's all a part of hygiene and being presentable for your lady. Just some things for you to think about. The fourth thing women really hate about men when it comes to bedroom activities is that they are completely silent during those sexual activities. And many women seem to feel that It makes them feel very disconnected. It makes them feel very detached. And many women just say, you know what? It's just plain weird. Like, for example, Alice said this about her ex-boyfriend. He would just let me do my thing, and he never complimented me or complained. I didn't know what to think. So fellas, if you are having a good time, let her know. You can even moan, you can make some sounds, you can tell her that she's doing a good job and that you're really enjoying yourself. And once again, this goes back to the whole idea I mentioned earlier about effort. Get into it. I mean, if y'all having sex and y'all having a good time, let her know. Change positions, grab her ass, spank her ass or something like that. But you gotta do something. Talk to her. The best sex I've ever had is when we are actually talking during the activity. In many cases, we are laughing and having a good time. So laughter is also a great form of communication as well. But fellas, you can't just lay there like a dead fish. You gotta do something. You gotta let her know how you feel and how much you are enjoying yourself. And finally, the fifth thing women really hate about men when it comes to bedroom activities is being called the wrong name. And in all honesty, this probably should have been number one, but I'm going to leave it right where it is right now. So fellas, make sure you know the name of your sexual partner. Do not call her by your ex-girlfriend's name or somebody else. There is nothing you can do to solve the situation. Going back to the article again, Miss Florence says this: that's unforgivable, period. I will keep wondering whether he's thinking about her while he's on top of me. So once you do that, fellas, the damage is done. I don't care how many dinners you buy. I don't care how many times you take her out to the movies. I don't care how many flowers you buy or whatever, chocolates, bunnies, whatever. She will never forget that as long as you two are together. So bottom line, don't do it. Period. Period. Just don't do it. So in closing, that's just a quick list of 5 things that men do in the bedroom that women just can't stand. So to be fair, in the very near future, I will create a list of 5 things that women do in the bedroom that guys can't stand. Just to be fair. So I want to end this podcast with a question to the ladies. That was just a list of 5 things. What would you personally add to the list of something that your partner does that you can't stand, that we didn't think of, or that I didn't think of? So please feel free to write that down below. So on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon.